Why you can't stop thinking about someone who's wrong for you? You know he's wrong for you. Your friends have told you, and you have told yourself probably 100 times. And yet, you cannot stop thinking about them. You replay conversations, you check their social media, you catch yourself wondering what they're doing, whether they're thinking about you, whether this time might be different. And the more you try to stop, the stronger it gets. Here's what nobody tells you. Trying harder to stop thinking about them is exactly the reason why you can't. In this video, I'm going to show you what's actually happening in your brain when you're stuck in this loop. And I'm going to give you 3 specific ways to break it. Not to manage it, not to cope with it, actually break it. Stay with me, because the third one is the one most people never try, and is the most powerful. Why your brain won't let them go? The first thing you need to understand is that your brain processes rejection and uncertainty the same way it processes physical pain. Studies using brain scans have shown that social rejection activates the same neural pathways as physical injury, which means when someone pulls away, goes cold, or leaves you wondering where you stand, your brain is genuinely hurting, not metaphorically, neurologically. And here's where it gets interesting. When we are in physical pain, we become hyper-focused on the source of that pain. It's a survival mechanism. Your brain wants you to pay attention to the threat so you can resolve it. The same thing happens emotionally. When someone creates uncertainty or pain, your brain locks onto them. Not because they're special, because your nervous system has flagged them as unresolved. They become what psychologists call an open loop, an unfinished emotional experience that your brain keeps returning to, trying to find resolution. And the cruel irony? Every time you check their Instagram, reread old messages, or replay what went wrong, you're feeding that loop. You're giving your brain just enough stimulation to keep it searching without ever actually closing it. Here is something I want you to sit with for a moment. When you can't stop thinking about this person, who exactly are you thinking about? Because most of the time, it's not really them. It's the version of them you believed they could be, the potential you saw, the moments when they were warm or funny or made you feel seen before they pulled away again. You're not obsessing over who they are. You're grieving who you thought they were going to be. And that grief is real. The loss is real, even if the relationship itself was never fully real. This is one of the most painful and least talked about parts of these dynamics. The mourning of something that never fully existed. You're not just missing a person, you're missing the future you already imagined with them. And your brain cannot easily let go of an imagined future. It has already invested in that outcome. It has already started building a life around that possibility. So when that possibility disappears or keeps disappearing, your brain goes into a kind of withdrawal, searching for what it thought it was going to have. If you recognize yourself in this, I want you to know that what you are feeling makes complete sense. You are not crazy, you are not pathetic, you are human, with a nervous system doing exactly what the nervous system does. So what do you actually do with this? The first thing, and I cannot stress this enough, is to stop trying to think your way out of it. Yep. Most people approach this with logic. They make a list of red flags. They remind themselves of all the reasons this person was wrong for them. They talk to friends who confirm what they already know. And none of it works because the obsessive thinking isn't coming from your logical mind. It's coming from your nervous system. And your nervous system doesn't respond to logic. It responds to felt experience, which means the way out is not through your head. It is through your body. 3 things that actually work. Number 1, close the loop consciously. Instead of cutting all of contact and leaving everything unresolved in your mind, write a letter you never sent. Say everything you never got to say. Your brain needs a sense of completion. Give it one, even if the other person never received it. Second, interrupt the rumination physically. When you catch yourself replaying conversations or checking their profile, change your physical state immediately. Stand up, go outside, splash cold water in your face. Your nervous system is running a program. You can interrupt it by changing the physical environment it's running in. Third, redirect the energy. Not suppress it. The intensity you feel toward this person is real energy. It doesn't disappear when you suppress it. It just goes underground and comes back stronger. Channel it somewhere intentional, into movement, dance, creativity, or conversation with someone who genuinely sees you. I want you to leave you with this. The fact that you can't stop thinking about someone who's wrong for you doesn't mean you're broken. It means your nervous system learned something early about love, that it comes with longing, with uncertainty, with a particular ache of almost. And it's been faithful to that lesson ever since. The good news is that lessons can change, not by trying harder or thinking more clearly or choosing better next time, by doing the deeper work of understanding what your nervous system actually learned and helping it learn something new. That's the work I do with people one-on-one. If you're ready to stop the cycle, not just manage it, the link to book a free discovery call is in the description. 30 minutes, no pressure, just an honest conversation. And if you're not ready for that yet, please subscribe, because every week I make videos like this one to help you understand what's actually happening inside you. I see you in the next one. Namaste.